ready for the grimiest and grittiest of all podcasts, pro wrestling, music, and entertainment is the Ewokk and JB Show.
Yo, what's cracking lacking? It's your boy, the Ewokk, you know what I'm saying? We've been off for a couple weeks, you know, we've just been paying bills and doing dumb shit, you know what I'm saying? But we back, and we back heavy. We back with youth going wild, you know, the Ewokk and JB Show. How y'all feeling? How both of y'all feeling right now, man?
Well, I'm happy because you said shit, so that means we can swear. So I can
Oh
be
yeah.
me.
Oh man, we don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't care, man. We don't give a shit, man.
I guess I'll be the one saying fuck and you'll be saying damn it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, how y'all feeling, man? Like, what's going on with y'all? What are y'all
Good,
doing?
man.
Y'all?
We're good. Good. Not much. Just preparing for upcoming shows, upcoming events.
Can't complain.
You know, especially the big one that we've got in August for CCW. So, got a lot on our table right now.
We were supposed to have a show yesterday in Peru for Powerhouse Wrestling Extreme, but they got canceled due to the weather. You weren't booked for Underdog,
no.
So I would have been doing a double shot. I ended up doing 2 matches in one show yesterday. So if we would have done all that, I'd had 3 matches in one day. So
how was the Underdog show, by the way?
It was good. It was a lot of fun. Stuff got flipped on me, so it's a little different. Originally, I thought I was going in facing Scott Spade and Mason Perks in the first match, and then working Scott Spade later. But everything got flipped. There was some cancellations on booking wise with some of the talent, so I ended up still working Mason Perks, which was still fun. I've done a lot of work with him in the past, back in POW like 5 years ago, and then I ended up working and having to deal with Aaron Xavier, which is a pain in my ass from the past. But hey, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, going back all the way to the crash tested days.
Yeah.
Damn. How long y'all been in the wrestling business? How long y'all been doing the thing? You know, smacking people side the head and fucking people up.
We've been probably about 15 years.
15 years, and I'm 14 years of punching people in the mouth and getting paid to do it. So
as far as a tag team, we've probably been doing 12. It probably about 12 years.
It was actually funny. I was talking with somebody yesterday about it because I pulled my dog tags out, and we have 2 tags on those: 2012, 2011. 2011 is when we got the shorts made from Ripper, so that's when we got the dog tags. Right. And we had 2 generations of gear before that, so we started tagging in 2009.
Yeah,
I signed my contract in 2007. So yeah.
God damn.
In hindsight, your guys are one of the longest reigning tag teams in the Midwest.
Actually,
that's still currently going. That's still currently going compared to a lot of guys.
There's a 4-year time period where we didn't tag.
Yeah, but I mean, considering we came back, I mean, there's a lot of tag teams out there that that haven't come back. So I mean, he makes a good point. I mean, I think we probably are. I mean, the longest running tag team in the Midwest, at least.
Shit, I see y'all shit. Y'all see y'all shit getting crazy. Y'all fucking beat people ass. You know, just what inspires you guys like as a tag team? Like what tag teams like inspire you? Like to get y'all thing going, you know what I'm saying?
Turn the camera
around. Well, right now we're watching the British Bulldogs. So obviously the Bulldogs, we're a huge fan of the Bulldogs. I mean, there's the Hart Foundation. The number one tag team, of course, for us is LOD.
I think you're more of a Bulldog Owen fan more over LOD. I'm LOD all the way. If I gotta watch a match between the 2 of them, I'm going LOD. I'm sorry. Even if I know the result, I'm still gonna be pissed if they don't win.
It shows in your guys' wrestling style too, because like when you watch Matt wrestle, it's like ultra technical, very crisp junior heavyweight style work. Tom comes in and the first thing he's going to do is like, I'm just going to knee in the face, punch in the back of the head. You know, whatever it hits you with, I'm just going to land it. You know,
you see a lot of you see a lot of LOD and APA when it comes to me, and you see a lot of like the early age Heart Foundation and then second coming Heart Foundation when it comes to Creed. So you see a lot of early Brett when it was Brett and Jim, and then you see a lot of Owen when it was Owen and Bulldog. When it comes to him, me, it's just, you know, punch in the mouth.
You then don't give a shit.
Shit.
I'm just the proverbial shit disturber.
No, you good, man. I like motherfuckers like that. You know what I'm saying? Just to start shit, fucking getting it done in the ring. You know
Someone's got to do it.
Yeah, I love that.
I think that's what kept us out there so long too, is that we've got different styles and our styles don't clash. We know how to put them together, because if we were the same, if we both played off the APA, I mean, look at how long the APA lasted. Yeah, they could have gone further, but I mean, they both had the same style and it was just roughneck,
Well,
barroom
also
brawl.
you got to look at it though too. We've completely changed our style from when we first tagged.
Yes.
I mean, you were a lot more high flyer. You were still technical, but you were a lot more high flyer.
It was a lot more spotty.
Yes, and you were that was also at the peak of when you were training with Discovery and Lucha.
Right.
Where with me, I've always been ground and pound, but I've noticed the older I get, the more pissed off I get. So the more I just actually lay it in, and I just piss people off. So what becomes what starts out as a good old hey, we're gonna do this, and then it becomes, oh motherfucker, now you're getting this. He's always the one having to bail me out. It's always been that way.
Every tag team has a dynamic though. Every good tag team you ever notice, you have one guy who's like the quiet, mellow, like, I'm easy going. The other guy is the whole hold my beer and watch this. You see that a lot in dynamics of good teams. You always have that chemistry between two guys doing that.
You got to remember though, it's always the quiet ones that you got to worry about. Remember,
absolutely.
Nice guys die first. Assholes live forever.
Yeah,
I'm a cockroach.
Damn, I'm a little bit of both sometimes. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of both.
I'm a cockroach. I'll be here for a while.
Hey, so do you guys currently hold a bunch of titles, or you guys just all over the place, just pound the heads and shit as a tag team?
So right now, currently, we've got the tag titles at Squared Circle Megastars.
We just lost the PWX tag team championships. What was that? Like a week ago? 2 weeks ago?
2.5 weeks ago.
Something like that.
So roughly. Yeah. We were gonna have a rematch for him yesterday, but the weather wasn't a factor. It was an outdoor show, so the company with Powerhouse Wrestling Extreme out of Peru, they had to cancel their show due to the storms that were rolling in. But unfortunately, we won't be back there until possibly 2022. So it doesn't matter who's got them; they're just keeping them warm.
Bet. Hey, but I always ask this question is how do you what do you guys do to prepare for y'all matches? What are you doing? Your training regimen, your gym regimen, what are you guys doing? You know what I'm saying? Even if you're drinking some beers, doing some push-ups, you know what I'm saying? What are you guys doing to get prepared for all y'all shows?
I mean, I haven't really religiously touched a gym in 7 years, and I just drink.
Shit.
I drink beer and smoke cigars. I mean, when we're doing outdoor shows, I'm usually lighting up an acid and just kicking back for a little bit.
I think once we get to the shows, it's, I mean, I don't think anything hits us until it's bell time. Yeah. Once the show begins, then we start, okay, we put on our gear, we start, leave us alone. Let's beat it ourselves. Let's, work through our thoughts and what we want to get accomplished, where we want to go.
It's usually once the jackets go on is when it clicks for me.
Yeah. I mean, that's when we go 100%.
Yeah. Damn, y'all on some over the top shit. You know what I'm saying?
Over the top shit. I'm laid back. I'm easy to get with.
You ever seen the movie Over the Top? You ain't never seen that with Sylvester Stallone? Come on, dog. It's a switch. You know what I'm saying?
I got that at home. You just turn that cap around and there you go.
Yeah, fuck, boy. And it's what is your kickback drink after a match? What do I saw you double fist and I probably was double fisting myself. What is your kickback drink after a match?
If I'm at the house, it's usually Jack. If I'm at a venue, I try to mellow it out a little bit. I don't let people really get to me because if I'm wired, I drink heavy. But at a venue, it's a couple beers. Yeah. If I'm feeling good, I'll have a Jack and Coke or I'll have a whiskey and Coke. Doesn't have to be just Jack, but most of the time, if I'm at a venue and we're there, it's an after party and there's fans around, it's maybe a 6-pack. but that's about it. Nothing too crazy. I still got to drive.
Fair. You
You
got
don't
anything?
really, you don't
you
really
got
drink much.
No, I really care for beers, man. I'm more of a hard liquor. I'll drink like Jack or an old fashioned once in a while, but
I mean, there's a bar back there, but it looks pretty dry.
Drink a little old fashioned. Damn,
I got some
you
Jack back
going?
there. No ice.
I'll be back.
Hey, this dude.
No, I'm serious, man. There's some glasses there too.
Hey,
see
this is
Jim
a
Beam.
first. This is a first on
Is
the
it Jim
podcast.
Beam? I don't know what I got back there.
I think you guys are actually the first people on our podcast to actually drink with us. So,
Oh,
I'm saying?
there you go. There's yeah, right there.
We got people. We got
Why is this
motherfuckers.
not in a decanter?
We got motherfuckers mixing drinks in the background. I think we had one where some dude was like smoking a blunt or something like that, right?
What?
yeah, Joe Blues. Yeah, Joe Blues.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll let you open this. I'm not opening
Elvis
an
Bond.
open bottle.
Yeah.
It's not my house to do it in.
Yeah, we you know what I'm saying? Like we getting first up here, man. We don't give a fuck about nothing on this podcast.
I'm
we
still
have fun.
waiting for when I hear Chris Logan's supposed to have a smoking lounge. I'm still waiting for that. I'm a avid cigar smoker.
Yeah, that boy be
I got
smoking.
some story. I got some stories to put back.
Speaking of which, both you guys are considered young veterans of the business. You know, like you said, 14, 15 years in.
God, that's scary to think about.
Yeah, it's kind of, you think about it, it's like, you think about it, he's like, yeah, I'm just turned 30. And it's like, how long you been doing this? 15 years. It's like, what the fuck, really? You know, but yeah, with both you guys, how did you both start in the business? I know, Tom, you played hockey, and like how me and Ewokk was. He was a hockey player.
Yeah.
But with Matt, how did you actually get broke into the business? I don't think I've ever asked you that question, actually.
I don't even know if I remember.
No, I mean my cousin he wanted to become a professional wrestler, and he did some security work for Pro Championship Wrestling, and he broke his back, and so he couldn't do it.
Who's
And
your cousin?
Matt Ruskell.
All right.
Sounds
That's
He's not a wrestler. He broke his back before he could even
but he
get in
did
it.
security for PCW?
Yeah, it was probably about, I don't know, maybe like 5 years before I even got in.
Okay, that's why I never heard
So,
of it.
but
Wow. Learn something new every day.
but I mean, we always had the dream of like, chasing it. So, I mean, I played football. I used to do martial arts and stuff, but wrestling was always my passion. That's basically how I got in, and that's how I found the company. And I trained with them, and here we are.
I'm having a wrestling hard on right now.
What's the match you guys
Hey,
watching?
he's got British Bulldog DVDs going on in the background, and right now I just saw Shawn Michaels and Ahmed Johnson. It's in your house, and I'm just about to watch Shawn and Ahmed tag, and all I can remember is from WWF Warzone when Ahmed would sell and you'd punch him. He'd just be like, and the best part is you just remember the promos. He's just yelling. You can't understand anything.
Yeah, that's actually the most famous thing about Ahmed Johnson. His whole promos, you just sit there like, yep, okay. Yeah, I didn't understand the damn thing he said to me, but okay, cool.
Hey, what happened to Ahmed Johnson, yo?
So I'm not.
like that dude.
If you really want to know, you've got to listen to it, the podcasts. It's
Pro wrestling.
you listen to Something to Wrestle with
Yeah.
Bruce Pritchard and
Okay.
Conrad Thompson. They just did an Ahmed Johnson episode,
I got
normally their episodes are like anywhere from 3 to 4 hours long. Ahmed's was literally like an hour and a half. It was that short.
goddamn.
He was the most injury-prone guy in the 90s. It was horrible.
Like he had the look, but I don't think he was all there in the head.
He
That's what it seems like.
From what I gathered, he had the look. He was injury-prone and he could not talk. So he was snake bit from the gut.
He would also would actually end up injuring a lot of guys in the ring with him too.
Yes,
so a lot of guys
yes.
just want to work with him.
There's the infamous story with him and Ron Simmons. And then something that was very interesting that I learned about him was towards the end of his career, the reason he got let go from WWE was he had a death in the family. And instead of voicing it to the uppers and Vince, he kept it quiet and he no-showed events to take care of issues that were in-house with the family. And it resulted in him getting released. and he said that he didn't feel it was necessary to let the office and the uppers know about personal problems, that he didn't want it to be an issue, and that's what resulted in his termination.
I remember when he was starting to work the independents, he did a show in New Jersey for NWA, and he actually no-showed the promoter and told the promoter, I need $500 extra to even show up. This is after the promoter actually paid him up front. And he told the promoter, like, no, I need $500 more in a limo to pick me up. So what the promoter did, he got it. He found Ahmed's hotel room phone number, and right in front of the crowd, told the crowd, here's his phone number. You people go ahead and give him a call and raise hell with him. So while he's sitting in his hotel room, he's getting all these phone calls from fans that are like calling him, like, fuck you. Can't believe you're robbing us, fans of paying the ticket to see you wrestle.
Couple racial slurs, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, all bunch of crazy shit.
I'm sure there were a couple thrown his way.
I'm sure.
Yeah, it's New Jersey for fuck's sakes.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I was a fan of the Pearl River Rip and, all that, and the Pearl River Plunge. I was a huge Ahmed fan. To this day, when...
Well, I mean, yeah, that's the thing. Like I said, he looks the part. He had it all. It's just, he didn't take the time to, or I shouldn't say he didn't put in the time.
He did towards the end of his career when he came off that injury with his knee.
Well, that was, I think, more to protect himself.
But he also showed a little bit of dedication.
Yes, yeah.
And now Ahmed's like 500 pounds overweight.
Stop it.
No,
bro. Serious? No, guys.
I know he's big, but I didn't know he was that big.
Yeah, guys. It looks like Big T looked like he ate Ahmed Johnson. That's all. It's sad, man.
Damn.
He's like 500 pounds overweight. He's huge.
Jesus.
Yeah, fucking.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anytime I see Psycho Sid.
That's a fucking wrestling lesson right there, man.
Shout out to Ahmed Johnson.
Shout out to Ahmed if you're watching this, dog. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so we way branched off there. I know Creed told his story. John, I know you know my story. I played hockey for 14 years. I started when I was in kindergarten. I've watched wrestling since I can remember. My dad was always a huge advocate of watching it. He grew up watching Baron Von Raschke, Bruiser, Crusher, all that. I almost said Leland Race. Why did my brain go Harley Race, and then Larry the Axe Hennig and all that. But later time. But
you're gonna mark out on this match.
I'm gonna have him. I'm gonna be a kid in a candy store on crack. But
goddamn.
These are the old
yeah,
these are the old, like, in your house matches
here. He grew up watching that, and then me and my dad would watch Raw and Nitro. He'd be bouncing between the two. My brother, he never really got into it as much. He's 5 years older than me, so he got into it when the bra and panties stuff was going on. Don't get me wrong, now, being 30, I look back on that, I was like, all right, I can see why you were getting into it. But, I was, watching it and seeing it from my point of view, being 5 years younger and being a preteen, going, these guys are beating shit out of each other. I like this. I want to watch this. And then you always get into the debate, which I'll ask you. I was always a WWF guy. ECW wasn't even a thing to me growing up. I didn't know about it till long after they were gone. Until they did, basically when they did the invasion angle, I didn't know ECW was a thing.
That's sad,
I was always a WWF.
Yeah.
So much good wrestling back in that time period, man.
See, I'm a huge WWF fan, but that's only because, I think they were more mainstream than WCW was. Plus they always had the better main events. They always had the better, main eventers, Hulk Hogan, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels. But then, WCW always had those, like, mid-carders, like they had the Juventud Guerreras, the Rey Mysterios. But ECW had some of the greatest feuds too. Like back then, like, they had Eddie Guerrero and Dean Malenko. That is probably the best feud.
What the fuck do you mean they had better main events?
WWE always had the better main eventers.
I thought you were saying WCW had.
No. WCW always had the better mid carders.
I was about to say, because if you're about to put the finger poke of doom over on any single main event Raw had, we were gonna have an argument.
By the way, that's what I've been pushing for on most of our matches is to win by finger poke of doom. So
there you go.
I need to drink.
We know what the next 6 months' plans are.
I'm saying I need to drink a lot more when I'm with you in the ring, if that's the point.
Hey, but
Yeah, I do agree with you though, Matt. ECW did have the better storylines though. Raven versus Tommy Dreamer, that alone was a great 2-year feud. Raven always at the win.
Just the whole Tommy Dreamer thing, with him and Sandman, Sandman wasn't the greatest wrestler, but I mean that storyline just, give me another, and like he just takes another shot. It's like, I mean, the whole entire story was just great.
I'm a big Shane Douglas fan now.
Oh yeah, Shane Douglas was. I mean, Shane Douglas. You know what? I'm sad that he didn't have that push in WWE. I mean, he could have gone places.
I'm really upset he wasn't part of the Revolution when they came over.
When they came over, yeah.
That it was just the Radicals. He was, from what I understood in his podcast, he was supposed to be the 5th Radical, and it didn't happen.
Well, I think that's because they made it,
Well, I think they were still sour grapes over
he had a lot of heat still with WWE.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of guys that were still there.
Deal, I mean, that was like, especially with Razor, I mean, that feud was probably...
He did say fuck you in the most polite way possible.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, you just imagine though, back in like say 95, Douglas doesn't come in as Dean Douglas. He's the franchise walking into WWE. Game changer all the way through those promos for the time period. Oh my God. Like you've been the number 1 heel straight up. Easily.
But you know what I wanted for WWE? Mike Awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, we had him for a short amount of time.
Yeah. But
it was a shell of himself, but we had him.
That was during the whole
invasion.
Yeah, invasion. I mean, he did well, he came back for that one night stand too.
Yeah, but I don't see that as a WWE event at all.
That was more of a
that was ECW getting there.
I think Paul Heyman had more.
The way I see it, that was the
let's see what
that
we can
was
do.
Basically the cum shot we were supposed to get towards the end of the invasion angle. We never got.
Well, I mean, that was supposed to be the tease to, hey, we're bringing back ECW, but ECW was just too
trash. It was
trash. It was right, exactly.
WWE ECW is nothing compared to what it could have and should have been.
Right.
Yeah, agreed.
They didn't give Paul Heyman the right to run.
I just watched the Rob Van Dam Icon special that WWE has, and they talk about it that it could have taken off a lot better if Rob Van Dam and Sabu never got pulled over for the drug possession.
I agree. Because what ECW is supposed to be is actually what NXT is now.
Yes.
Is actually exactly what they wanted the ECW brand to be about. The new guys, young blood, cruiserweights, junior heavyweight style wrestling, technical wrestlers, and some hardcore thrown into it. And never happened. They wanted to do everything to change it up. But since you got out of hockey, Tom, you had knee injuries. Pretty much stopped. So
about that.
What was your breaking moment where you're like, okay, let's give wrestling a try?
When the doctors told me I shouldn't play hockey anymore. I mean, when you're bone on bone, no cartilage in both knees, and you're told, hey, you're going to need a double knee replacement when you're 20. Let me mind you, I was told that when I was a sophomore in high school. What is that? You're 15, 16?
Something like that.
I signed my contract in wrestling 2007.
Yeah, you were like, what, 16, 17?
That was my junior year. I signed it January 1st.
I remember you were sitting by ringside during practice.
Yeah, it was in August.
Yeah.
My sophomore year, I was there in August watching, and then I signed my contract in January of 2007. No, I was told
2008.
2000, sure, whatever. It's a year with a number in it. The doctor basically told me that I had bone on bone in both knees, very little cartilage, which that was probably 13 years ago, 13, 15 years ago. So imagine what my knees are now. They just basically told me, hey, you're in the nicest way possible. They said, your knees are fucked. We don't recommend that you play hockey after your high school years. If you're going to continue, take it easy. Don't go aggressive. Don't play like you have been, be more, the doctors literally told me be more defensive than offensive. And I just looked at him and said, you don't know me. I'm a grinder and an enforcer. If I got to be a goon, I will be, but that's only by coach's order. My senior year was my, I don't give a shit, fuck it year. I literally gave somebody a Farouk spine buster at center ice to get ejected. I look back on it and I had a lot of fun playing hockey. I don't have any regrets. I started when I was in kindergarten. I trained under Rocky Shagnaw, who was a Toronto Maple Leaf many, many years ago. He was my coach when I started. And after that, I never did Mission. I never did AAA. I did travel one year. I didn't enjoy it. So I stayed in house league. Anyone who's familiar with like the Chicagoland area, I played for the Huskies and the Sabres. And then when I went in high school, I played for the Hinsdale Central Red Devils all
Hold
4
up.
years.
I might have some.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because
All
Ewokk
right,
played high school hockey too.
This is going to be interesting.
He probably played your team.
He might have. There's a good possibility if we're around the same age.
Or he played for your team, but
No, yeah, we definitely didn't play together.
no, I mean,
He's got a Sabres jersey. All right, so here's the question: when you played, did you play out of Seven Bridges, or
I didn't play for him,
Four
but one of my best friends did, and like we traded jerseys. I gave him my Evanston jersey.
Oh,
and
he was up north.
And he gave me.
What's the
jersey.
last name on the jersey?
Woodolph.
Okay, I never played with anyone of that name.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's funny though. I actually, to my knowledge, I don't have any of my old Sabre jerseys anymore.
Oh shit.
Or at least I can't find any of them. I've got all my Husky jerseys and my Hinsdale Central Ice Devils jerseys, but I don't think I have any of my Sabre ones. My brother might have them, but yeah, I mean, I had a lot of fun with my hockey years. I don't dwell on it. It was fun. It wasn't a passion. So, once my senior year happened and I was done, I was okay. A couple years after high school, I went my hockey bag and I grabbed my pair of shoulder pads and I took a pair of scissors to them. I chopped them up.
Damn.
I told myself, you know what? I'll keep my skates. I'll keep my cup because I paintball on occasion, so I'll wear my cup on the field. But it's good to go skating sometimes for cardio, and just to do it. But I don't really have an ambition to get back into playing hockey. In wrestling, I have a lot more fun with that. I think if it wasn't for wrestling, I mean, there was a dark period in my life. It wasn't for wrestling, I don't know where I'd be right now. But I have a lot more fun with wrestling than I did hockey. I've made a lot more friends. I've got a lot more acquaintances, a lot more passion with it. So, I mean, that's where we go with that. I mean, I was told by a doctor, your knees are jacked. You shouldn't do it. So what I do, I got into a second best sport where I beat the hell out of my body.
Yeah. It's funny how like you talk to a lot of guys in the wrestling business. Same with music. Is like it's not just their passion, but it's like a therapy session for guys too. It's like I'm having a shitty day. What I'm gonna do? I want to have a great match, piss off the crowd, be somebody for 10 minutes I'm not, and forget about my bullshit problems at home.
It relieves a lot of stress. That's the best thing, man. After a long week and you get in that ring, you're just it's two guys pissing pissing each other off and beating the shit out of each other. That's the greatest thing, man. Like you relieve so much stress off of it. you know, and then working the crowd, man, you know, them buying into everything. And, you know, I mean, that's what it is. And it's fun. It's fun in the long run.
Yeah, absolutely.
And mad people look forward, like especially like fans and like actual wrestlers. They look forward to the shows in their little hometowns and shit, you know. And it's
yeah.
So some people only wrestle in one spot, and they just look forward to like meeting everybody, like kicking it back. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, and I mean those fans that sit there, man, they have long hard weeks, man, and they want to just forget about everything. And this is the place to do it, you know, like. You know, cheer for the guy you want to win. You know, it's no longer. I don't think wrestling is no longer heel and face. You know, you don't cheer for the face or the heel. It's you cheer for the guy you want to win now. I mean, the gimmicks have come and gone, and you know, I can say, you know, like what is John Cena's gimmick? You know, I don't think he has a gimmick, and he hasn't had a gimmick for the last 10, 12 years. You know.
I think it is more or less people nowadays cheer for the person they can relate to the most.
Right.
Yes.
And with our case, anyone who's been to a Chicagoland championship wrestling show, they can relate to us because A, we're younger. B, we have that we don't give a fuck attitude. I mean, I do. You, for the most part, you kind of do. And we get to be ourselves. And, you know, I mean, take that rowdy college group that's usually there drinking and shit. I could work off their energy all day because that's me. Yeah. That's me in a nutshell.
Yeah, definitely that. Or anybody who's a fan of punk rock music, see you guys come out with a spiked up vest and the music and stuff, and they instantly like, yeah, those are my guys. You know, it's you know, it's like really the very first show you guys came out, did the whole LOD tribute, you know, but instantly people took a liking to it. They're like, yeah, I like these guys. I have fans telling me that right after the show. They're like, I like these guys. But, you know, you guys had a match against the Outrunners, and the crowd was right behind you guys all the way through. So,
yeah,
you know, and I have to say you guys had a hell of a match, honestly.
I'm still waiting to see the footage on it.
Yeah. Oh, I talked to Xavier. He's in Alaska right now visiting his brother. He's in the military. When he comes back, he's going to have. Yeah, he's in Alaska, man. And so he's already got 4 matches already downloaded. But when we get your guys, I'll send you guys a link to it so we can all watch it.
Okay.
So yeah.
Hey, little update. Hey, with like when we releasing the whole show, when we try to release
once Xavier gets everything
all right,
finish.
Cool.
Yeah.
You know
then after that, I'll have it uploaded then and there. So
yeah, we're gonna get it cracking on Fight TV.
There you go.
Like all that shit, you know.
I watch it on Prime
and Power 4 over in the UK and Europe. Those guys have been really pushing. There's some big stuff coming out of Europe coming up pretty soon. So I'm excited to see what they got planned. So it's going to be big stuff for everybody.
And that's my pickup line, you know what I'm saying? When I'm at the bar, it's like, yo, hey, check me out. You know, check the Ewokk out on Fight TV.
There you go.
So okay, I've got a question for you, because I'm a big Star Wars nut.
Okay.
And you call yourself the Ewokk. So I kind of want to know where you got that from.
All right, so I'm a Star Wars person too. I'm a Star Wars fan too. But when I was in high school, I grew my beard. I got my little glasses, and like everybody doing the dozens outside of fucking door 1 and shit. And everybody's like, "Hey, you look like a fucking Ewokk.
Like an Ewokk.
You look like a fucking Ewokk, bro." And then so like everybody sees that. It's like, what up, Ewokk? And I'm like, damn, bro, I'm the Ewokk now, dog.
And stuck with you.
Yeah, and just stuck with me for like till high school, till college, till my fucking life. And I like when I started rapping, that's why I called myself the Ewokk. So like
yeah, but I mean, man, you make it work. That's what it is, man. Like I don't think it's a silly nickname at all, dude. Like I mean,
just wondering where it came from.
I mean, back in high school, yeah, you're probably thinking it's kind of silly, but I mean,
I ain't shit. My nickname in high school was Cooter.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, keep that best keep that.
Dude, my legit last name is Kudalik.
Oh, fair.
My mother's maiden name was Turner. Turn her Cooter lick. Guess where it came from? Yeah, I was gifted at birth.
Now the fans start chanting Cooter at the next show. Cooter, Cooter, Cooter.
I'll run with it. I don't give a shit. I'll look at him and just go the whole time. I don't care. We're sitting here swearing. I guess that's okay.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah,
you're good.
Fuck, we'll be over 10 times more.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know. Oh god. That's like the funny. I always tell people this story. The first
Lay her
time,
down.
first time I ever met Ewokk, I was wrestling for IPW, and I remember seeing in the group chat, they're like, "Yeah, Ewokk is going to be wrestling." And I'm like, "Who the fuck is Ewokk?"
You mean you got a
and
sawed-off little fuck by the name of Wicket?
and just walk in there, and sure enough, there he is. I was like, and we've been friends ever since. So
Yeah.
yeah, man.
Yeah, a lot of people get thrown off by that shit. It's like, oh yeah, like that's just my like when I started wrestling, I could have just used my regular name, but I was like, you know what? I might could transition to people that like my music to be wrestling fans and come to shows and just keep that same aesthetic of who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
And it works, man.
I like my pop culture, I like my hip hop. So that's I just kept
So,
my name.
It's just a name, man. It's just a name. Because I mean, I don't know how many people are, like.
Well, I know your nickname in school was Ruffles.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, mine was Cooter. You were Ewokk.
Yeah.
John, what was yours? What was your
everybody
nickname?
called Big John or JB. That's what I was always called in school.
Boring as
Lame.
I know.
L for love.
Straight up.
Big John.
No, but dude, like, I mean, that's the thing. Like, it's just a name. Like in professional wrestling, like, I mean, I don't know how many times like a promoter has come up to me. Oh yeah, you guys got match of the night. Like the crowds come up and said, you guys are the greatest and this and that. Oh, cool. They actually use their names. No, they just said those two guys that wore the leather jackets are the greatest. Like, so I mean, like it's just a name, man.
We hear that a lot from promoters. What was the most recent one that said that to us? What the fuck's his name? John Bullard?
Yeah, John Bullard, I think. Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. I was
guys.
like, yeah, those guys in leather chaps, super over,
Well, now I know he's not talking about us because I don't wear chaps.
Woo! For a second there. Must be talking about the Outrunners. on a Friday night.
You saying they do everything assless?
I don't know. Maybe. Seemed like it when we were in the ring with them.
I'll leave that with you.
I took the heat.
I won the fucking game of rock, paper, scissors. Yeah, damn right you took the heat. Bitch.
So with all the tag team wrestling coming back into popularity, what is your guys' big list of tag teams you want to work that you can have a great match with, and on top of that are currently available on the indies?
I haven't really even been keeping track, to be honest. I'm just kind of having fun with it.
Yeah, I mean, I think we stopped. I mean, the sharpshooters were probably the last ones on our list, and when they broke up and went their separate ways, it was kind of like
I worked so hard for that too.
I'm just kind of like at whatever happens. I mean, there are a lot of great tag teams. I mean, I know that Rock and Roll Express is still running around out there, but now Ricky's tagging with his son. So I mean,
we did talk about wanting to work the Headbangers for a long time.
Yeah, the Headbangers would be kind of cool. But I mean, there's not really. I mean, it's just basically whoever comes up. I mean, we're always keeping our eye out and watching different shows and looking at different promotions that have all these different styles of tag teams, and it's just right now nothing really stands out to us. But I
wouldn't say that because that doesn't sound right. I'd say everything stands out. It's just a matter of who we're put up against. Honestly.
Yeah. I guess
I wouldn't say no one stands out because everyone stands out.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Besides the Chicago connection.
Yeah, screw them.
They don't even have a tag team.
They don't do that. They don't. Oh,
you know who doesn't stand out?
No, don't even say. Don't even say.
Is it the Gooch brothers?
The Taint Twins.
The Taint Twins. The guys who try to be comical comedians until they get called out.
Yeah.
So Ewokk, any other questions?
Yeah.
This is they get bitched out on Facebook and they can't defend themselves.
Oh shit! This the segue where what do you guys? How do you guys feel about the current state of pro wrestling? Like
it's sad.
How so?
All right, okay.
It depends on what you're talking about.
TV wise, it's sad. The
Okay.
indies are fucking rocking it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
I don't know. I mean, we're kind of here to bring back tag team wrestling.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of yes, I'm the devil.
What the fuck is this? All right.
A lot of companies do tag team wrestling, but there are very few that actually do it right. And
It's definitely a lost art.
yeah, we're kind of here to like, bring it back and give these promoters some motivation to, keep challenging guys, keep upping guys, keep bringing in tag teams. I mean, I'd like to see more tag team wrestling, especially like on television and stuff.
Yeah.
Same here. Same here.
Yeah, you've got all those championship belts, and I mean, I don't know how many titles does WWE have now, like 14 between the three brands or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, like you even have a women's tag team division, but no actual tag teams, and that's my biggest thing is two guys put together. Yeah, they're a tag team, but when you actually have two guys that have actually worked together for 5 to so many years, that's an actual tag team where they have the gear that matches and all the maneuvers and they can work with each other. I mean, that's tag team wrestling right there. And that's what we're trying to bring back is more tag teams.
Yeah. And tag team wrestling, especially like growing up, that shit was fun.
Dude, there's so
shit was
many
so
tag
fun.
teams.
It was more entertaining than watching singles.
Yeah, like I
Yeah,
mean,
big
like
time,
you were
big
saying, I
time.
mean, I mean, yeah, well, yeah, it was a lot more
I mean,
entertaining.
tag
It's 4 guys.
tag teams I enjoyed watching was New Age Outlaws, LOD, Kane and Undertaker, 2-man power trip. I mean Chronic.
Right. I'd say 2-man power trip was more of a put together like makeshift tag team, but I mean
it
they
was a lot
still
of fun.
ran for a little while. So I mean,
Hollywood Blondes, Freebirds. I mean shit, Demolition, Natural Disasters. I mean, I was even a fan of I hate to say it because I'm not a Hogan fan at all, but I mean I enjoyed the Mega Powers.
well, they had some good storylines. That I mean, it was a good
anything
storyline.
anything with Savage was good because to him it was legit
Well,
fucking
yeah.
crazy as a motherfucker.
But I mean, Savage also brought most of that. Yeah. I mean, my thing with Hogan is I don't think he was really a wrestler. He was more of an entertainer. And that's showing through like in his movies. He was more, like he's more I wouldn't say I mean The Rock is more I think of a wrestler than a movie star, in my opinion. I think he brought more
He's
to
the
the
80s
wrestling.
version of The Rock, what The Rock is now.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much, But yeah, I think Savage carried that team.
Yeah,
Oh, big
most
time.
definitely.
Yeah, big time. I remember as a kid growing up watching old school NWA and you had to talk about the Freebirds, but we also had Midnight Express, the Rock and Roll Express feud.
Yeah.
That was really good. I mean, it's one of the things why with Chicagoland I wanted to bring back tag team wrestling. It's something I grew up on. I did tag team wrestling for a long time in Kentucky, and it was one of those things that when I was thinking about putting a company together, it's like, you know what? Everybody else in the Midwest has a few teams here and there, but there's not like a real tag division that you look at and go, no, everyone here is like our legit tag team. And I think that it stands out more when people actually see good tag team wrestling. Like, prime example, you guys and the Outrunners had a fucking killer match. No Coast and Tribunal beat the shit out of each other in theirs. I mean, every team works really well together, and it tells a story. People love it. So I'm looking forward to the Chicagoland Cup this year with all the teams we're bringing in. So it's going to be a good one.
The Chicagoland Cup, that's a tag tournament, right? I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
November 20th.
Oh,
Yeah,
God bless you.
I miss that. We're looking forward to that one. Definitely.
So, okay.
Good, I swear. I'll just go back to doing what I'm good at.
So if you win the cup, do you win the tag team titles?
Yeah.
Oh, and a trophy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's dope.
Wait, no, you need to rephrase that. So when Youth Gone Wild wins the cup, they win
Oh,
the
look at
tag team
Cheeto.
titles.
I've been eyeballing that bowl for a while.
Oh, dude, you got Cheetos? So fair.
Have it out, man.
Hey, hey, is there a light heavyweight cup? Because like your boy's slim as hell.
Hey, I only weigh 200 pounds. I could be in that too.
Let's go. Let's get it cracking.
Yeah, yeah. That's the thing I was joking about with when I was talking about like junior heavyweights. I was like, well, damn, that's like half the roster. And I was like, shit,
Yeah.
there's only a handful of heavyweights left in wrestling nowadays. It seems like.
Well, see, that's why I don't like I don't like when companies call their titles like this is the heavyweight title. It should be like an undisputed championship or something, like or just the CCW championship, like
Yeah.
because heavyweight it's more like like when Rey Mysterio won the heavyweight title, he's not a heavyweight. And if you really think back to it, Shawn Michaels was never a heavyweight.
I mean, he was a lot heavier then.
Well, Shawn Michaels was 225. A heavyweight
I'm saying Mysterio.
Oh well, yeah.
I even think Shawn Michaels and during his big title run, I think they actually kind of over exaggerated his weight because I think he was honestly like 200 at best.
Yeah.
Is that including the Sunny baggage or not including?
Sunny baggage is an extra 10 pounds, Tom. It's about an extra 10 pounds.
Are we talking Sunny now or Sunny then?
Sunny now is that's a 30, 40 pound extra baggage.
And is she wearing 10 pounds of red lipstick while he's railing her from behind in a mirror or not?
Damn.
Yes, we go back to the podcasts. Listen to the Sunny one.
All I gotta say, R.P. Candido, man, you up there somewhere?
Yeah, amen to that.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but I think Sunny fucking him over was a blessing in disguise for him. Because if he were still around, the headache he'd have now is.
Oh, if he was around today, they've been so divorced.
Oh, they would have been divorced, yeah.
Either they would have gotten divorced or he would have Kurt Cobained it.
Or no, I mean he might have smartened her up a bit. I don't know. I mean
I don't think so.
No,
either he would have. They would have gotten.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I'm convinced if he was still around, if he would have not died from that, it was a blood clot, right?
Blood clot in his leg.
If he would have never died from that, it would have either ended in divorce and massive depression, or he would have killed himself. And I'm pretty sure that's what would have happened.
Man, but I can't wish.
I don't wish anything like that, but I think in the long run,
you can see it.
What happened was it's shitty to say, but I feel it was what would have been better for Chris in that situation, because if he would have had to live with the pain of what Sonny does now, it would have fucking tore him completely apart. We'd have a shell of an amazing person.
Yeah.
Shit, fuck. Hey, Chris Candido was my shit. Like he had the most like devastating ass finisher ever. Like
top rope power bomb.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah. I think what held him back was that whole body Donna's gimmick. Skip and zip.
Top.
Back in the WWE.
Tom,
I think that like held him back. I think he was better when he was with like in ECW and shit.
And he was a really good tag team wrestler too, bro.
He was. I think he was a tag team specialist. I mean, it's like Billy Gunn. Like, I mean, yeah, he's a great singles competitor, but I'd say he's a tag team specialist.
He doesn't belong outside of tag.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that. He's 110% a tag team guy all the way through.
Yeah.
He's a brick shit house.
Well, I mean, he can hold his own in singles competition, but I think that it's the tag team. I mean, he just knows how to use and abuse the tag team wrestling.
Just don't put a microphone in his hand.
Nah, because like him and Lance Storm, when they tagged for a little bit, that was my shit. I love Lance Storm. I love me some Lance Storm.
Oh yeah, but there's another guy, like he wasn't great on the mic, but he could work, man.
He wasn't great on the mic. Anytime he said, "Can I be serious for a minute?" he was already hooked.
WCW, like there was a time
you already hated him.
Like there was a time in WCW I only tried to watch anything for Lance Storm because it's like he was technically the world champion because he had every single belt in WCW except for
I remember that. He had like the US title, the tag team titles, like
it was like the 5 kilo like
World Canadian Championship.
No, but like WCW was hit or miss. Like they had some segments that were like straight fire, and they had a lot that was just straight trash. but yeah, it was tag team motherfuckers. Cheetos, motherfuckers eating Cheetos in the background.
Fucking fogging it.
It's right there, man.
All the way over there.
Some pistachios.
Dan, you got like a whole tray set up. Like what's going down? You guys having a sleepover? I see you.
Yeah, later on we're gonna have a pillow fight. Want to come over?
Stop
Nah,
that
I'm good.
shit.
I'm good. I ain't trying to have no pillow fight. I'm a grown man.
Sorry, it's 2021. Stop that stupid shit.
There you go. That's better. That's better.
And this is something I also ask every podcast. What do you feel is missing in professional wrestling, especially the independents?
Tag team wrestling. All right.
What, wrestling?
Characters.
Ooh, everybody says that shit. Everybody says that.
Yeah, I mean, dude, like
realism.
I mean, we grew up. I mean, and you guys grew up. I mean, 70s, 80s, 90s. I mean, everybody had a character.
I mean,
nowadays, it's like nobody has a character, nobody has a gimmick. It's just go out there and wrestle. And I think a problem with that is also the fans. Like I said, they don't really care who's the heel or who's the face anymore. It's just, I mean, we got people cheering for the heel now. You know, it's like because they just want to see somebody get hurt. So I mean,
right now you're watching the British Bulldog and Henry O. Godwin.
Yeah, like I mean, that's the thing. I mean, nobody really has a good gimmick anymore. I mean, you know, British Bulldog. You know, like we're watching him. Like he comes out with all of his the flag on his tights and everything. You know, Henry Godwin. I mean,
I'm telling you, that's my next set of gear.
Hillbilly farmer type, yeah.
Right. You know, like I mean, who does that gimmick? You know, I mean, there's a couple. I mean,
who does it? Henry O. Godwin. Phineas I. Godwin.
Not anymore. Well, yeah, no, actually, I think he was. No,
I don't think Dennis Knight.
No, not him. No,
neither one of them do that gimmick anymore.
I thought I saw one of them wrestling somewhere recently.
I don't know when and where.
I don't know.
Maybe on your DVDs. Like right now. Keep hitting that.
Hey, they're wrestling. No, but I think that like gimmicks have gotten away. I mean, yes, a little bit of tag team wrestling, but a big thing that I would say is taking the time to work the crowd. I think that's a big thing that's gotten away from not necessarily the indies, but I think the television aspect of it.
Okay. You know what wrestling, indie wrestling in general is lacking? On-site promos.
Yeah.
Fuck this green screen bullshit. Fuck this. I'm going to do a promo in my fucking house. Fuck this bullshit. I'm going to do a promo in my basement or in my car. Do it on location. Give it realism. Fuck.
Yeah, you're right. There's actually funny things like you guys, Ewokk, and I think No Coast were like one of the few guys in the Chicago area is like, all right, let's walk out in the city. Let's go find some place. I know you guys did like a railroad yard on one of your first early promos. You guys did, Joliet State Penitentiary as another one. I love shit like that.
I mean, we've traveled about maybe 2 hours away just to cut a promo. I mean,
we just did the one at the Volo Museum.
Yeah, the one at the Volo Museum. I mean, like it's just and it's not necessarily just cutting a promo. It's you got to think. Who are your opponents? All right, our opponents. For the last show, they were 80s. The Outrunners, so they were kind of the retro 80s vibe and stuff. So let's go see if we can find a DeLorean, let's go find, this and that, so it was basically, set up to that. But then, you also have to play our aspect and put our character in it, and I mean, it takes a little bit of work, but I mean, get out there and just cut a promo, go somewhere. Don't sit in your car like Tom said. I mean, it's just it's laziness.
No Coast is a good example. They are creative. They're gamer kids. They do.
I don't like that they're calling us out.
That's another conversation for another day. They do on location, but they also do green screen shit.
But their green screen shit isn't that bad. I mean, but it's
But
not often.
it suits it
Right.
suits who they are because they are gamers.
Right.
Gamers do Twitch accounts. They have the green screen backgrounds, like JB here and Ewokk. I mean, they got the green screen going on. But it's just we rather do on location. It's just our thing. It's what works for us.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, we can pump a promo out a lot quicker than any of these green screen guys. Give us a time limit, a time frame. We'll get it pumped out a lot quicker than some of these.
I mean, we look back at like Legion of Doom and like the Road Warriors. They were in Chicago and they're just cutting a promo on Chicago streets.
Or a rail yard,
right? Yeah. Or a rail yard or something. Like that's what we want to do. We want to get out there and cut a real promo, make it realistic.
Look at the Freebirds when you got Terry Gordy kicking out a window on the side of a house and climbing out of it on location.
Right.
Yeah. The funny thing is, the guy who I actually learned a lot about filming from, Mickey Grant, was actually the man who actually created that promo with the Freebirds.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's the one actually told him piece by piece how to set it up and do it just perfectly when Terry was going through the door and all that, and with the window and all that. So, I agree. The realism factor, we were talking about, our love for old school ECW. ECW had that realism factor. Almost every promo was done like in the city or in a back alley or the subway and all that shit. Yeah, it was gritty as fuck. It was real. You're like, damn.
It's like there used to be a whole bunch of promos of like Larkin's promo. It was inspired by a Taz promo where he's just like in the basement after a match.
Yeah.
It was like one of those, but like I was trying to get one of the champions. I was trying to do it myself. It's like me coming in the stadium and then someone's like ask me some questions, me cutting the promo before my match, but that's neither here nor there.
And the problem is you don't want to cut something that somebody's already doing, or have an idea.
We did that.
Yeah, but we got ours released before they did.
Ours looked better and was done earlier.
But yeah, I feel them locations. Just I like shooting my shit. Like when I'm if I'm traveling somewhere, I'm shooting a promo. Like right. I did when I was in LA. Like I shot a whole shit me trying to climb the Hollywood Hills and shit. But
Oh yeah, man. Especially if you're on vacation, man. Like find a location, dude. Yeah.
I mean, it's so easy, man. You guys are right about that shit.
It makes it better. It makes it more it makes it unique, but it makes it more personal.
Yeah,
because you're taking time out of your own day in a location to actually invest time into going to that place, and not putting a green screen behind it and slapping that location behind you.
And plus, people have a very short attention span, So they'd be like, all right, cool, another car promo. Fuck it, I'll just be at the show. I don't care about that match. You know what I mean? So it's just like if somebody sees somebody like, all right, damn, this dude's on top of the Sears Tower, like outside, and he ain't even inside. He's like, you can just see the city. Like, let me see what this dude's talking about. Or like this dude is on top of a car and the car's moving. Let me see what this dude talking about. Like, all right, cool. Let's get it cracking.
Yeah, I sent John Scott of Power Forward your California promo that you did, Ewokk, and he fucking loved it. He was just straight up like, dude, that's like a boxing. That's like what you see from like Manny Pacquiao, Mayweather type thing when he's like running down the hills, working out and stuff, preparing for the fight. It's good stuff like that. I agree. And it's the thing what kills me about a lot of Chicago wrestlers. They have an entire city full of cool backgrounds, cool little spots they could film at. And half those guys don't want to film in the city they live in. I'm like, you have an entire area around you full of cool buildings, graffiti art, different bars, clubs, punk rock scenes, biker, bars, all this shit. Why are you not doing no promo over there? It makes sense. Why don't you go over there and do it?
I mean, not to give anything away, but our next promo is going to be in front of Lori Lightfoot's house. So
her real house, or
we lighting her house on fire? Like, what are we doing?
Hey, don't give away secrets, man.
I mean, I don't like Beetlejuice.
Tap on the fish tank.
Yeah. You ever see it? She's one of those ladies, dude. Her eyes fucking freak me out.
Yeah.
And that's without and that's being sober. Her eyes remind me of a fucking goldfish.
Hey, have you ever seen the Chappelle show when he was like Nelson Mandela?
Jesus Christ.
Dude, I think like his best ones were when he was like Little John at the airport.
Yeah, but
yeah,
like
what? Oh, yes, I would like a ticket. What?
I was always a fan
like
of the
when
ones I can't really talk about.
Oh yeah.
But
That's my favorite family.
But when she won the race, I put the fucking the picture of Dave Chappelle as Nelson Mandela. I was like, yo, Lori Lightfoot won. And everybody's just lost their shit because like and she shops at my store too. So it's just like I see her like pretty much weekly.
Oh, nice.
What's your store?
I work at Jewel. I'm a manager at Jewel. So
Which one?
The one on Kinsey and Des Plaines downtown.
Oh man, I know where we're cutting our next promo.
Oh, you should. Like real shit, you should.
Fuck, when I used to deliver beer in the city. I used to deliver at some of the Jewels. I didn't deliver at that one, but I'm familiar with it.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Give me crack.
Fuck that bitch.
I don't even live in Chicago. And yeah. Anyways.
Fucking muff diving bitch.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I told you I'm not PC.
Oh, we good, man.
We knew that from the very first day we met you, Tom.
I'm just saying, dude, is that her wife or fiance or partner?
No, that's her wife, man.
Her wife.
They must fuck with the lights off.
Are you still on one?
Yeah, I've been drinking all day.
Oh yeah. You went over. Yeah.
You're playing catch me up.
Oh my god.
We're not editing any of this, right?
Nah, we don't edit, man. We straight shooters, man.
Right,
we said on the first one, it was like if you get canceled, you get canceled.
Pretty much. Like, guys, we gave you a warning. God bless.
For anybody who knows who I am, it's apparently Tom fucking Heisman. I've got opinions. Says my girlfriend. So
no,
here's the thing. Fucking trend too.
Here's the thing. Like I see a lot of your posts, and like your posts are correct, all of them. And like I feel like people do people like really get upset with the shit that you post sometimes?
Oh fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. All right, let me give you a little insight on my life. A, I'm a truck driver. B, I'm not PC. C, I'm raised old school fucking ranch hand, dude.
And D, he's got opinions.
Apparently.
Yeah, as a shirt has been advertised. I'm surprised.
So,
I'm surprised you don't sell those shirts at shows, man. I'll be honest.
But honestly,
you would make a lot of money off that.
But honestly, that first thing you said, I was like, yo, he already get a pass from me.
I mean, in the world of 2020, I'm fucking essential. Without me, some of your shit's not getting done. But I mean, I've been a truck driver for the last 7 years. So I deal with assholes every day, and guess what? You people need to learn how to fucking drive. But we're not here to talk about that. But no, like people in general on Facebook, they see my posts, and yeah, I get commented on that my shit's not right. I need to change my opinions. I need to change my views. Guess what, motherfuckers? I got vaccinated. That's all you need to know. Accept that and just accept me, because that's the closest you're gonna get me to fucking conform. So piss off.
And that's dope, you know what I'm saying? That's fly as hell. It's just like everybody has opinions. Like I feel like we live in a day and age where it's like, hey, your opinions need to be like mine, or your opinions need to be like everybody else on social media. Like, nah, fuck all that.
Anybody born before 1995 is soft. Anyone born after 1995, sorry, is soft as fuck. Yeah. You may as well be fucking baby shit. You're soft, you get offended, and if our views don't match yours, we're wrong. No, fuck you. Grow up, grow a set, and get to know what the real world's about.
I don't know how we're enrolled in that millennial bullshit.
We're
It's
considered millennials, but I consider us the last of a dying breed.
Yeah.
You guys, we all fall into this category of the old school millennial, which is like we were raised in a generation we went outside, played, we scraped up our knees, we did stupid shit as kids.
We went out when we were fucking kids.
We didn't have helicopter
This was before Xbox and PlayStation.
When we were
PlayStation
kids,
just was brand new in like 91. I mean, come on.
No, it was like 96, 97, but you're close. Fucking no, when we were kids, we did not have a problem drinking from hose water. Put it that way.
Yeah.
The peanut
Nowadays,
allergies, we didn't have.
Oh my fucking god! What the fuck is a gluten allergy?
I never heard that shit either. I
don't know, dude. I'm still on like lactose intolerant. It's like, well, I mean, yeah, I can understand, but like when I don't drink milk for a long time, like, yeah, I have an upset stomach too. Like, it's like I don't know.
Okay, sorry, my shit might be a little sloppy when I take a shit, but you know what? I don't give a fuck. I'm still gonna drink the shit.
Exactly.
Like I grew up on Andrew Dice Clay and RoboCop. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
you are wrong.
You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things. It's like when I hear certain things and people get offended about it, like I'm just like, yo, just let that shit go. Like that shit ain't. This is word. One is just words. Two is just like you ain't living their life. Like you ain't got to take care of their kids. So like
the way I look at it is, whatever the fuck you stick up your ass is your own business. I don't need to know about it. And that doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be physical, okay?
Okay. All right.
It's a figure of speech.
Okay.
So it's one of those like exactly to each
that's
your
the best
own.
way to look at life.
Yes.
Everybody's different. Just let people be what they want to be and just move on.
What's your business is your business. Don't push it on me.
What does this have to do with wrestling? Let's talk about wrestling.
It's not a podcast purely about wrestling. It's we talk about everything.
We talk about everything.
No.
Now, if you want a really good fucking segue and you want to talk wrestling, let's talk about August.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna close it on that. We're gonna close it on August. So we'll pop it off on August.
There you go.
We're going down on August.
I know how the
game
works.
The match has been signed. It is you guys versus Bryce and Marche. IWRG Mexican tag belts on the line. That's history making. First time here in the United States, but also, it's the first time you guys have wrestled Bryce and Marche as a tag team as well, too. So I know a lot of people.
Whoa. We've never worked them. We've never wrestled them as a tag team together.
That's what I'm saying. This is the first time ever you guys worked as.
We've wrestled them separately in singles form, or we've wrestled Marche and Acid Jazz, or Bryce Benjamin and Acid Jazz, or Bryce Benjamin and someone else, but never Marche and Bryce.
Yeah, so like I said, it's the first time ever.
I mean, we've both guys, both of us have wins over them and they have wins over us. So this is going to be kind of interesting to where this comes, to.
You used to train with Bryce for a little bit, right?
For a little bit. I mean, it wasn't a long time, but yeah, when I was.
You have a little bit more history with Bryce, and I have a little bit more history with Marche.
Possibly, yes. Yeah.
I have a standing pact with Marche.
Okay.
I think it's going to be broken in April or August. Sorry.
And that is.
We have a no chop clause.
Oh, I'm chopping whoever chops me first.
Well, you got to remember, for a while I did tag with Mitch, and I have adapted the Mitch chop. So, and him and Mitch used to work with each other a lot.
And I have the Creed chop. I will chop you open.
Oh, mine sounds like a shotgun, and so does Marche. That's why we don't chop each other.
So, hey, John, are they booked as the N-words?
No, they're actually booked as Marche and Bryce. Actually,
I would fucking book them as the N-words.
I'll
have those motherfuckers come out to NWA.
I would book him now. I would book him as the tutu wearing la-di-da.
All right, you've had too much to drink. This is gonna be another fucking gotch promo where you're fucking slap happy and fucking sauced. Let me tell you, those promos were a lot of fun to do because all we did was drink, and I think that's what got us through them.
Well, that's my thing, man. Like, I can't say personally I have anything against the Gotch brothers.
Don't bring me up.
It's all on the promoter and the Gotch and the Gotch and the fans.
I'm old school.
With me,
I'm old school. That's all I'm saying. I'm old school.
We put in our time, yes. We put in our effort.
There ain't enough fucking whiskey in that bottle for me to change my fucking
just
point
drink
of
the
view.
whole bottle. No, but I'm serious. Like, we put in our time, we put in our effort. Yes, we created the promos, but that just got us over. That's it. That got us over.
I wouldn't have stuck my neck out for them if I didn't have thought and belief in them.
Yeah.
And they shit on that. So.
But I mean, to be honest with you, when it comes down to it, it's between them and the fans. They didn't give the fans what the fans deserve.
No,
and they didn't give the promoter what he deserves.
And
so
you know what?
That.
I'm gonna leave it on this. It's like I told them. Speak to the promoter. The worst that the promoter can say is no. Ask for a booking, and if the promoter says no,
let's do this.
Secondly, we're still here. We're giving all the fans what they pay for, what they deserve, what they spend their money for. We're not going anywhere.
We're putting our neck out.
And thirdly and lastly, we know what the fans deserve. And every time we're there, no matter what the story, what the angle, we fucking deliver.
At least one match, man. That's it.
So
absolutely. And we thank you guys for being part of the team. Honestly.
Back to the 21st.
Yes.
No, yeah. I mean, we've both got victories on them as individuals, and they've got victories on us. So it's gonna be interesting. I mean, to see how well both tag teams now work together to actually, adapt in this environment. I mean, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting, and I think. I mean, I'm looking forward to match of the night, but I mean, we'll see what CCW's got in store.
I mean, John, you put it this. I mean, you can tell us. You own the company, run the company. You know the talent. You book the talent. The last two shows, I'm not buttering us up for you to say we got match of the night both shows, but in your personal opinion, where did we stand as far as match of the night caliber?
You guys definitely are one of the top three guys I look at. I know that if I needed that big fight matchup or the matchup that would be the tag team match of the night, I know you guys deliver on that. You guys never had a bad tag team match with anybody. You guys always work your ass off. That's the reason when you guys first came to me to work, I knew I had a good team on my hand just because it's hard to find dependable guys who show up and to put in.
We're better than Ewokk. I'm sorry.
Sorry, what? Good.
I didn't ask Ewokk yet. Ewokk, what's your opinion?
But maybe I would say number 2 behind mine.
I told you that's why you gotta, when you cough, you gotta be like, we're better than Ewokk.
It's okay, because when we get pulled over and he's in the car, they'll recognize us and he'll be the third most famous athlete in sports entertainment next to Muhammad Ali in Youth Gone Wild.
Love you guys.
Another something to wrestle with.
But again, that's also a tough question for you to ask them, because again, tag team wrestling is different from singles competition.
True.
So, I mean, yes, as tag team, we probably stood out. I mean, how many tag team? There was only like what, 2 matches tag team.
All right. Let's do the breakdown here. All right, No Coast grew up watching us tag.
Three. So 3 tag team, because there was.
It did. That's the thing is, there's actually a photo, and I'll have to post this up sometime of No Coast actually hanging out with Tom when Tom was a fucking teenager.
Don't worry, Tom's doing it right now as we speak.
We're getting there. What's his name?
It's hilarious, man.
Joseph.
Yeah,
we'll get there.
That needs to be posted on
the shirt.
We're getting there. Don't worry. Just keep talking. I'll find it. What's his name?
I don't know.
Baseball Joseph.
Joey Blows.
Joey.
Joseph Gurman. There it is. I hope no one can spell, so we're getting there. There it is. This is
Here it is.
Show him.
This is fucking terrible.
Show him the nice.
This is fucking terrible.
Nice Tommy Heisman there.
Shut up, Creed. Oh, fuck off. This is fucking terrible.
Back when he was the gridiron grappler.
Yeah, this is fucking bad.
JV Tom Heisman.
Oh,
That's no coasting me. That's fucking old, dude.
Dude, I mean, but you know what? It is an honor that they watched us and then got into wrestling, and now John has picked them up. You know, I mean, that says a lot to them. You know, like that they put in a lot of work after watching us.
Let's look at the tag division, all right?
Yeah.
No Coast grew up watching us. That picture was 2007, 2008. That's Oak Fest. You remember the bingo locker room?
Tent? Yeah.
Bingo tent? Yeah. That's 2007. Damn. Sin City Playboys. Tully. We fucking did a show for NAPW years ago. He was now I know he says he's old, like he's Windy City. I don't see it that way.
Well, he took off a lot.
He took a lot of time off. I subtract that from his time. He went to lunch with us where we had to comp the bill. He's under us. So you got two teams. I don't know Tribunal. I don't,
I think one of them retired, right? Am I wrong?
Jace retired because of CTE issues.
Right.
Concussions.
Yes, I think after the last show
But you still have Chris Moore and Paragon.
Paragon, yeah. And Paragon, I mean, Paragon is
I don't know how the fuck he does it in wrestling and what he wrestles in. I'd fucking die as a fucking furnace.
I mean, just in the locker room, man, Paragon it's pretty smart in the head there.
Yeah, both of them were trained by Truth Martini, so they got that Detroit training.
Book of Truth.
The Book of Truth, yes.
God damn, I haven't heard that name in a while.
That's ROHJs.
You know who else I haven't heard of? AR Fox.
Dreamwave.
Atlanta.
Yeah, he's more like Florida, Atlanta. Yeah. I don't think he does dream. I don't think he even does AEW anymore. A lot AEW is picking up a lot of guys now.
But I mean, those are two teams right off the bat that we see. Well, I see that grew up in the business, either watching us, or were right alongside us, or right behind us.
Yeah.
I don't know Johnny Nye all too well. I don't know Solomon Stone all too well. Tully, I know more than I should. That's a conversation for another day.
Leave that. Yeah.
No Coast. I mean, I'm still learning stuff about them, and from what I've heard and what I've known, they grew up watching us. That photo shows evidence of it. So I mean, we're the old fucks where people are like, hey, we used to grow up watching you. And I'm like, I'm fucking 30, dude. Stop that.
He's a grizzled young vet,
Aye.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's weird, man. Yeah, you're only 30 and you're doing,
You're 31.
31, yeah.
And it's the same status.
No, I'm 32.
32?
32, man. Turned 32 this year, man.
I thought you were
I know how that is, guys.
Man,
I started in 2001 when I was a teenager.
You got kid.
I bought my walker.
You got kid.
I got my wheelchair ready for 33. I'm all ready,
You got to
if you got a wheelchair already, then I may as well be in the ground.
You got to realize 33 is the Scottie Pippen years, dog.
Yeah.
Scottie Pippen.
I live life a little harder than you do.
Just ask Vic, man. I mean, he's
the man of 11,000 concussions, and he's still going.
He strolls up in the wheelchair, but when he gets up, he walks in, like there's nothing wrong.
You what fucked up? So, I mean, it's no secret. I do stuff with POW on occasion. I was at their last show in Twin Lakes, Wisconsin, and Vic was working Tyler Sullivan. Fucking Vic comes up to me and
that's the hardcore match.
Yes. So for years, in years. And I mean, this goes back to when I first met Vic, which was a POW show. But when we started bringing him into PCW, we always went up to Vic and shook his hand. Like, hey, Vic, how's it going? Yada, yada, yada. Show our respect.
Yeah.
It's so fucking weird because the last couple times I've seen Vic, he's come up to me and shook my hand and be like, hey, how's it going, Tom? It's a long time. I'm like, are we on that fucking level now?
See, and that's my thing with like professional wrestling. A lot of guys say, respect is earned, but if you really think about it, respect is given. Because if you walk into the locker room, the first thing that you do is you walk up to each guy and shake your hand.
And usually it's down the fucking totem.
Right. And here's the thing, like, if I didn't shake John's hand,
out the gate,
he's gonna say I'm disrespectful. But how can I be disrespectful if there was no respect given at that point?
Well, and in my eyes, with John being the owner, booker, and promoter, the respect is given the moment he sends that message saying, I want to book you.
Exactly. So I think respect is basically given. And then, if it's lost, then you should have it re-earned. I think that's the way it should be. But I understand that. I mean, but yeah, Vic. Yeah, I mean,
Vic is a Chicago legend, old school Windy City. And he's come up to me the last couple times I've seen him. And he's come up to me. He's like, hey, Tom, how's it going? Shakes my hand. I literally looked at him at the last Chicago show. I was like, are we on that level now, dude? And he's like, what do you mean? He's like, the last couple times I've seen you, you've come up to me and shook my hand. It's always been the other way around. He's like, you've been around, man. He's like, it doesn't matter to me. You've been around. We know each other. He's like, I respect you. You respect me. I was like,
see, I remember times in PCW that, like, it's just you shake so many people's hands that you forget.
The saying goes,
shake somebody, but like, so I've had it where Vic comes up to me and shakes my hands. So it's like like you just forget. But I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but
it's crazy because I've worked with a lot of old school Windy City guys. And a lot of them, I don't know if you could say the same. A lot of them have told me, like, I've been adopted by the Windy City family.
Yeah.
Like, I know Vic would say it. Marche would say it. I'm pretty sure C-Reds said it whenever we've done anything with him and Steve. I mean, I tagged with Mitch for 5 years. I heard it from him. I heard it from the Twin Turbos. That's a hard family to get adopted by.
Yeah, because they're very selective on who they allow.
They're not around anymore.
Especially because the Windy City guys always said, friends don't let friends train at PCW. And that's where we came from.
Yeah. Well, I think some of them also see that, it's not like we're not, I don't know how to even put this. Like, we're not PCW guys.
We full-blooded are.
Well, I mean, like, even though we were trained by Pro Championship Wrestling,
those are my roots.
Right? Like, that's where we, like, if it was on our resume, it'd say we were trained by Pro Championship Wrestling. But
the way I word it is, we are trained old school Chicago style. Sonny Rogers students of Sonny Rogers, descendants of Sam DeCero.
Yeah, because
the wrestling family.
Everybody in Chicago. Everybody in Chicago wrestling, you look at that whole lineage, who trained who got who.
It all goes back to Sonny Rogers or Sam DeCero.
Yes, I'm saying it all leads into one person. It's always Sam DeCero, usually. Yeah. So, yeah, it's like that one weird, like, Chicago's like one big fucking foster care system.
It's a really fucked up spider web.
That's exactly what it is, yeah.
It is, straight up.
It's a fucked up spider web.
Like, I see a lot of people, like, kind of like, hey, like my dumb ass, like, I don't even say shit. Is like,
where did you train? Where do you come from?
I train at Wrestle League, but when I was 18, I went to Windy City.
So I mean, you're the same. You're the same.
Yeah, but like, I quit, and so like, I really don't run around. Hey, I trained at Windy City. You know what I mean? Like
okay,
right,
so
you don't brag. Yeah.
Okay, so when you trained with Windy City, how far before did your training start? Before the whole Greg Valentine deal?
I don't even remember that. I don't even know about that. Like, all I know, I think the dude that helped train us was Brent Sanders or Brent Myers. Well, I forgot dude's name. But
so
like,
you weren't around for the Toyota Park fiasco where George?
That was like 2000.
was like 2009, 2010.
No.
When they brought in Hogan?
That was probably 2006 or 7.
Yeah.
No. Because I had started training already.
I thought that was like probably 2012.
Yeah, I was long gone. I was long gone.
Yeah, that was like 2012.
You
11,
know
12.
you know what I'm talking about though, right?
No, but like
okay. So Windy City had brought in Hulk Hogan, and Hulk Hogan could not touch a ring. He couldn't be within 300 feet of the ring per his contract with WWE. Greg the Hammer Valentine was brought in, and when he was walking to the ring, he stepped through, literally his leg went through the ring steps and he broke his leg. He sued Sam DeCero in Windy City.
That was at the
Toyota Park
in Bridgeport.
In Bridgeview. And it resulted in the company, from what I believe, from what I've heard, it resulted in the company having to close.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like it fucked everything up.
Yeah, like wow. Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that was like 2009, 2010.
That's why Greg Valentine has a lot of heat still with guys in Chicago. You mentioned his name to a lot of Chicago workers. Nobody in Chicago fucking likes him.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Like I believe I was gone by 2007. Like, because like my training class was this dude named Curtis, Barry Wright.
Barry, I know Barry.
Right, yeah.
I know Barry.
Like I
Wait, he was a trainer over there?
No, he wasn't a trainer. He was part of my class.
So in my
No, yeah, you're right. It's 2009.
In my knowledge, and from what I've been told, so like the last class, and I don't want you to take offense to this, the last class of Windy City students were called the flunky class because they weren't able to finish their training because the company closed.
No.
If that makes any sense.
Man,
you could have been before that.
I was way before that, and I quit. So like I said, I don't
you moved on.
I don't go around saying, "Oh, I was trained by Sam DeCero." No, I wasn't. I quit. Like I told C Red, I was like, "Hey, nobody remembers a kid that quit." I quit. I quit like 6 months to a year in. You know.
So now you said you trained with Wrestle League. Now is that before Quentin or not Quentin Woodstock? His brother-in-law.
Who runs Wrestle?
Was that Stephen Warwick?
Warwick Stevens. So
Stevens.
So I was part of his training.
Okay.
I was part of his training, and like now, Shogun Chris Logan runs it. Yeah, runs it.
Yeah.
Chris Logan helps there.
Yeah, he's a trainer.
God, fucking times have changed.
Oh shit, they got
okay. A little different.
Yeah, so I guess.
I like Chris, so I'm not going to talk shit.
No.
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck, if you're a Wrestle League guy, then you probably know about my history.
Nah, I don't. To be honest with you.
We'll talk about that off the record.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a term blackball that comes up.
Oh,
that's a lot of companies.
I'm still here, motherfuckers.
That's a lot.
I'm still here.
I still have to talk to these people about, why we're blackballed. I mean,
hey man, I'm a monkey wrench.
I have to try to get us back in. I mean, it's a lot of work.
I'm a monkey wrench in everybody's.
This is why I drink.
Society. This is why you drink. Fuck. Welcome to the party.
Well, you just drink to have fun, but I drink.
Yeah.
Tag team wrestling.
Cheers.
My glass is empty.
You got anything in closing, Mr. John?
Oh my God!
Closing already? Fuck! I'm having too much fun.
No, we
definitely got it on for Spotify. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to August 21st. You guys, Marche, Bryce. Fuck, feel bad for anybody who has to follow that match.
Where is that match on the card? Does somebody have to follow us?
Actually, I think I had you guys booked as the main event, actually, for that.
See, no one's got to follow us.
There we go.
No, they have to go before us.
Hey, to anybody before us, don't steal our shit.
Yeah, and go 100% because we're going to bring it.
Yeah, we're not phoning it in. We're really good fucking Cheetos, by the way.
You know what I'm saying?
We're not fake Cheetos, man. We buy the real stuff.
It's your boy,
you buy name brand.
Hell yeah, man.
Good.
And Youth Gone Wild. It's been all good. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Peace.